This tutorial is going to show you about a really cool tool on Canvas, which is called Commons. So if you look to the left over here, you'll see the Commons button. Go ahead and click on that. So the Commons is a library of resources that other educators have put up. So as you're developing your course, you'll have the option to share stuff to the Commons. And what that means is that other educators can borrow what you're using, they can edit it for themselves and add it to their course. So what this means for you is that you have this whole library of things that have been developed by other teachers that you can now use in your courses as you see fit. So there's a few things to kind of look for. First of all, you'll have all of these little images. That's going to tell you what kind of resource you're looking at. So it's really handy once you start searching for something to know that this would be a quiz versus this would be a module. This is going to be a whole course. So it's kind of a good way to remember what you're looking at. But what you're able to do is you're able to search by tag, name, institution, or outcome here. Type, so you can filter it if you only want videos, if you only want pages, if you only want a quiz, you can filter it by type. Grade or level, and then you can change it from latest to most relevant or highest rated. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on undergraduate, and I'm going to go ahead and search for a random topic. So let's search for photosynthesis. And once you search for it, I'm now looking at just undergraduate resources, and you can see here all these things. Now, one thing that's interesting to me is that the search feature is a little hinky, so you'll see a lot of stuff will come up about photos. So there's a lot of things about photography and things like that kind of mixed in. So you do want to be careful with what you're looking at, but some of it is going to be really relevant. So again, you want to think about what those little images go to. So for example, this is a writing assignment here versus a quiz here versus a whole module here. So as you're looking, you find one that you might find interesting. So if I take a look at this module, you can read more about it. You can kind of see what's within it. And that's going to give you the preview. So it kind of shows you all about what's in that item. If we click on a different one, here's a quiz, right? You can see a little bit about what you are getting. Now, when you're ready to add it to your course, you'll just click the name. So let's go ahead, let's just add this whole module. So maybe I really like what this person has built. I want to use at least some of it in my course. I can go ahead and add it. Now remember, you're not going to have to do everything exactly how they did it. You're going to be able to, to edit it once you've added it. So don't worry about adding something if you're not 100% sure about it. So what you'll do over here is find the courses you want to add it to. So I want to add this to my practice course, and I'm going to go ahead and hit input course. Make sure you select all that you want it in, and then go ahead and import into your courses. And you can see here, bam, it's been successful. I have noticed it takes a couple minutes to show up in your course, so you might want to give it a minute or two. In the meantime, you can go back, you can keep searching. But once it's added, let's head over to my course. So I'm going to go back to my dashboard, and I'm going to pick my learning course. Whatever you added, it's going to be housed under whatever kind of thing it was. So I added a module, right? So mine is going to be housed here in the modules. If you added a quiz, you'll want to look under the quizzes tab, right? So you're looking for whatever you added. So here's the module I added. You can see it's quite big. So there might be some things I want to keep, and there might be some things I don't. All of this, though, is now editable by me. So I can come in, I can remove things, I can edit them, right? This is a description of a quiz. I can come in and I can edit the quiz. So I can change what type it is. I can change the instructions, how many points it's worth. I'm also able to change the questions. So it's going to let you edit anything that you added from the Commons. So you're able to kind of edit it and add it as you want. So maybe I really like some of the stuff, but I don't really want this information about fungi. I'm just going to go ahead and remove it from my module. So you don't need to keep everything that the other person did. Something else I might come in and edit, and I might just change the name of, right? So maybe I want to call this Day 5 Lab Quiz, right? You can kind of change it to make it your own. So it's a really neat feature because you don't have to keep everything that you add to your course. If you change your mind, so let's say you import it and you're like, wow, this isn't what I thought it was. Remember, you can always come over here and actually delete what you've added out of your course. So don't be worried about being stuck with something you've added from Commons. So again, it's a really interesting way to kind of search. I think it's also really handy to kind of see what other people are doing. Even just looking at what other teachers have put on here, I think can give you some great ideas. So that's the Common feature. Again, it's located over here to the left side of your screen. Let me know if you have questions.